Tim Beeves, 3 new Timbits, co-created by Justin Bieber and Tim's. Available November 29th.
Good morning. Welcome back to Breakfast Television and Memphis, home of the Blues, the birthplace of rock and roll, and it also happens to be the home of Raptors head coach Nick Nurse and his favorite record store, not his home, sorry, the home of his favorite record store. City News reporter Lindsay Dunn joined Coach on the road and has some great stories to tell us about their time in Memphis. Morning, Lindsay.
Good morning. It was wild. I've been City News' sports and music reporter for the last 4 years. I've covered the finals, I have to say. This is one of my more fun excitements. We were like kids in a candy store just smiling and talking about records. But you talk about Memphis, and actually sparked a conversation with Nick a couple weeks ago. He was talking about how this record store, Memphis, was his favorite store to shop at. I'm like, well, I've never heard of this. What was it? So he actually started his record collection here. He has a great relationship with the staff that he's texting them on a regular basis, just asking about life. But it was really great to see this other side of Nick Nurse that I think a lot of people haven't actually seen or heard yet.
Yeah, that's it. Everyone knows him as coach, but he is a huge music fan, obviously, getting his collection started there. What was he searching for? What was the most unique record that he picked up? You're like, really, Coach?
Well, you know what? That's actually a great segue. I'm not going to say it because when you think you've seen him kind of animated on the sidelines when, there's a questionable call in his mind, watch this video here at the beginning of Nick's reaction when he thinks he finds a rare record, and then I'll talk to you about it after what it actually was, because just listen to his excitement in his response to seeing this album.
Oh, this is unbelievable. What do they have this for? What do they have this for? They're not supposed to have this.
Last album you bought, not including today.
Well, I bought about 6 yesterday. Does that count?
What were they?
I brought a sealed Around the World in the Day by Prince. It had never been opened. I bought John Prine Live. I brought Thelonious Monk Live in Paris, 1969. I bought Muddy Waters and the Rolling Stones live at the Checkerboard Lounge in Chicago. Those were the 5 I bought. Good collection, right?
What is the holy grail record for you? Everyone has one that they're trying to look for.
I'm trying to look for an original copy of the Black Album by Prince, which never got released. And supposedly there's a few that the Warner Brothers execs saved, like maybe 3 of them in existence. I don't even know. I mean, it's kind of weird. I probably wouldn't be able to open it. I don't even know what's on it. Look at this. Pretty cool, right?
So we've seen you on these great social viral photos of you with your guitar, coming off the plane or playing a piano in the middle of Florida, some hotel. Do you have one of those instruments with you that you've been traveling with, and what song are you working on?
Yeah, I'm working on a bunch of stuff. Wonderful Tonight by Clapton. I'm working on my 7,000th version of Purple Rain on the piano. I found another obscure recording of before it was like a 1983 recording before it was even out. It was like Prince messing around on the piano singing it, and there was a recording, and then I had somebody at the University of Toronto transcribe the notes for me, so that I'm working on that.
That's amazing. And I know when people are hearing this, they're probably yelling at the TV, like, ask them about the Raptors roster rotation. But I'm not going to, because we're actually going to talk about something, bigger than basketball. It involves basketball music. It's the Nick Nurse Foundation. Almost 2 years ago, it'll be in March, you launched it. What were your hopes for it at the beginning?
Just trying to get out, raise money, get it back in the community in Toronto. Mainly for me, I would say I want to get an instrument in a kid's hand, get them some lessons, get them a teacher, get them playing, whether it's a guitar or a piano or the drums or a DJ thing or vocal lessons or whatever it is, so they can be involved and have the joy of music.
I love that, man. Coach is always giving back. I saw him last night, and he's just always in a giving mood and spending time with everybody. That is amazing, that convo. You guys are both very excited. You heard a voice coming out of Nick that you don't normally hear. It's that whispery, childlike thing. A little bit creepy at times, too.
Pure excitement, and I absolutely love it. On sportsnet.ca and citynews.ca, you can read more about the interview and see a longer clip of that and that excitement that's coming from Nick. And it's just nice to see also how much a student of music he is. And I had no idea today actually was Giving Tuesday. I thought, I'm going to air it today because the Grizzlies happen to be in Toronto now. But his foundation, it's just the fact that you have this head coach of Canada's only NBA team that's not even from here, trying to make a difference in so many kids' life, that also just can't help but put a smile on my face. And I just think this shows a different side of Nick Nurse, like that excited whisper that you mentioned that happens a lot through the interview.
It's so good, Lindsay. Great job as always. We appreciate it. And nice to see Coach in a different light and, of course, in there with his other passion besides basketball. Full interview with Nick Nurse in Memphis tonight on City News, and read about the adventures. More of that at sportsnet.ca. We look forward to seeing that. Lindsay Dunn, everybody, thank you once again.